crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor.
Be very sure before you make to visit Leroican. He's got a beastly temper.
You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up.
You've been to Shah's temple, to the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the Night Song's face.
Anathema. Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping costs more than theft.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
If she's out there, I'm gonna find her. You mark my words.
Elminster?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her.
This is where gods dwell. They observe us from afar, where they make playthings of us. The tadpoles, the orb, these threats to our existence, the gods could aid us if they wished, but instead they cower behind Io. So let us act ourselves. With the power of the crown, any foe would be rendered impotent. Any obstacle would be dwarfed by our might. I used to believe Mystra's forgiveness was worth dying for. But I was wrong.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and I'm back with a Baldur's Gate 3 and I am very wizard core glam today because we are going to fight a wizard because he has messed with the wrong Aasimar. He has messed with Dame Eralyne. We're also gonna deal with Gale's ex, Mystra, hopefully for the last time. But yeah, let's jump back into it. I feel so unprepared. It's like every time I record, I'm getting less and less prepared because I've been so busy the last few weeks. So yeah, I just haven't had time this week to prepare and I've been poorly. So I am winging it a little bit in this episode. So if it all goes horribly wrong, that's why. But yeah, let's have a run around and chat to everybody. Gale has something to say. Oh, not you, Dirge. Sorry, this is for Cordia. We'll get back to Dirge soon. Together. He has got some murders to solve.
How much further can I go?
Gale, first in my heart, how's it going?
My love, I hope you enjoyed our voyage through the cosmos. I was hoping you might have a moment to talk about it.
Of course. You showed me eternity. I haven't stopped thinking about it.
Neither have I. The closest thing to a deserving canvas on which to place your beauty. But I've also not forgotten why I took you there. I hope you don't think less of me. Great ambition should not come at the expense of what you already hold dear. I see that now.
Lesson learned, Gale. You are already a great wizard. You don't need the Crown of Casters. One's good. You listened to me. You understood my concerns. How could I think less of you for that?
Divine calculus plucked each of us from the ether and thrust us together. I don't deserve you, truly. But I will do my utmost to earn the right. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
Okay, we do need to meet him at Mistress Shrine, but not yet, because if I do that, he leaves, and I want Gale to come with me to fight Leroican. Like, we need to mess up a wizard today, so I think that is, like, the priority. Mystra can wait. Listen, everything that Mistra's done to Gale, everything she's put him through, I think we can make her wait a little while. I think we want her to sweat it out just a little bit. But yeah, I don't think we need to say, should we say these other things? I don't think he would regret using the orb, but let's ask the question anyway. Let's say, I hope you don't regret not using the orb when you had the chance.
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. Though the orb still seems to offer our best hope of destroying the brain, I retain some hope that another, less costly solution can be found. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
I have to admit, Gale is my type. With that hair and that moustache, he's doing wonders for me. Yeah, I'm like, you don't need to be a god, you just need a moustache. I'm gonna say, why does Elminster have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
I do share Elminster's love of cheese. It's true. Cheese and wine. I could chill with Elminster. Let him tell me his stories. I have a theory. A Baldur's Gate theory. What if, okay, hear me out. What if on one of the timelines, the many timelines of how this game can end, what if one ends with basically Gale being the, like, the next chosen of Mystra. So in the last video we learned how Elminster's the chosen of Mystra, kind of like how Orin's the chosen of Baal, Gortash is the chosen of Bane, that kind of thing. So each god has a chosen. It's like, this is my representative, this is the human on earth that I am going to act through and give all my power to. And that's why Elminster's so powerful, because he's Mister's chosen. However, what if, because, you know, the chosen do die. We've seen this with Ketheric. Because somebody got involved with his schemes. But what if, like, they're basically lining Gale up to being the next Mistress Chosen, which I don't know how he feels about it. I think maybe they've been a little bit too personal, they've been a little bit too close, but you could definitely see that being one of the ways that it goes. What else do we want to do? Oh, she banged something. We're gonna go and fight Lorroakan, but first I have to talk to Scratch because Scratch is the goodest boy. So do you know what? Housekeeping. Let me put Longstrider on myself, put it on Gale. Who else are we taking with us to fight this evil wizard who has been mean to my sweet baby Roland and wants to look up my auntie, my nana, Dame Eralyne? I think for sure Shadowheart. Obviously I'm taking Gale because he's a wizard. It feels like it's his whole, like, it feels like this is for him, you know? I think Shadowheart because Shadowheart, I had a reason for this. What was it? Because it's involving the Night Song, because Lorroakan wants to lock up Dame Eralyne and siphon her life force so that he can be immortal. It's basically what Ketheric did. Like, he wants to trap her again. Because Shadowheart's story is so intertwined with the Night Song, like, she was supposed to kill her and she didn't. Like, the reason why the Night Song is free and alive is because Shadowheart was supposed to go down there and kill her, right? That's the whole thing. So yeah, it makes sense that Shadowheart will go as backup for Dame Eralyne. And then I'm torn between Will or Minthara. Will, do you have, this might be the deciding factor. No, he doesn't. If Will had Sanctuary, I think I would have definitely taken Will. But I think I'm going to go for Minthara in that case. Do you know what? I think Will actually has an edge on Minthara with his build. He's a bit of a baddie. But Minthara's good. And I want someone who's not a spellcaster, but they are, like, they can just hit really hard. Because, like, Minthara has the Deva Mace. She can basically do the hardest hits, I think, of all my people. So what I'm thinking with Minthara is we go dressed in Ketheric's armor, because I think that is such a power move to be like, do you know what happened to the last guy who trapped Dame Aelin in one of these spell circles? I'm wearing his armor. Like, I don't know. I just think showing up like in Ketheric's armor is just such a flex. So I think we're going to take Minthara literally just for the vibes. So let me do Longstrider on Minthara. I don't know if we need Longstrider necessarily, but it's not a bad thing to have, right? And then let me drop Shadowheart.
Where am I?
Why is that being weird?
Intestines throb.
Ungroup.
Blood whispers.
Ungroup Astarian. You can sit this one out, boyo. You've had a lot happen to you in the last few weeks. And then I'm going to take Shadowheart. Did I just ungroup Shadowheart? I'm so daft. And then group Minthara. And that is my team for fighting Lorroakan. Oh, I wonder if I can get Basket back as well. Should I try? I might try. Because we did leave him stuck in a genie lamp. She seemed quite happy down there, to be honest. I think she's been having a good time, but maybe it's time to summon her out again. So the other thing I want to do though before I do that is, oh my god, he's got all the really cool spells as well. Do you remember? Because we got all those really cool spell scrolls. So he's like over fecking powered. We can summon a Deva if we want to. We also have a Disintegrate, which does 100 damage, which damn. Chain Lightning's really good. I don't think I'm going to use Sunbeam today. Glove of Invulnerability is also really nice. I might summon an Elemental. I might take away Knock. I don't think we need that for today. And I'll take the Elemental. Is there anything else I want? Dethrone is really good. Does a lot of damage. Ooh. Is there anything I want to drop? I think we're good. I think we've got a really good number of spells there. Oh, do you know what I do want? Do you know what's going to be really good? Planar Binding. I definitely want, right, if you're going fighting Lorroakan, I do recommend taking at least one wizard or having the staff that does counterspell, because counterspell is going to come in really handy. In fact, for fighting Lorroakan, the two spells that I recommend, counterspell and Globe of Invulnerability, they are going to come in clutch. So yeah, definitely go for those. What else do I want to take though? I think I might get rid of Lightning Bolt for now and take Planar Binding. I think that is going to be, I think that might be my play. So I am not going to summon Basket. I might do that at the end if I remember. I am, however, going to do, hang on, do I want to do Lunar Bulwark? I want to have some protection on him. No, I think I want Armor of Agathis. That's good. We'll do Armor of Agathis. And then we'll go ahead and we'll summon our Elemental. And I'm going to do level 5. I don't want to use up my level 6 spell scrolls. I'm going to go with the Water Elemental because it does like the cold damage, which Gale does. So we'll go for that. Do you want that? Yeah. I like that one. Oh, because it can also probably make things wet, and I don't know, it just complements his spell like setup, like his build really, really well. So that is where I am. The other thing that I can do with Gale, I think I can actually restore, because he's got Arcane Recovery from, I think, one of his items. I can actually restore that level 5 spell slot as well and get that back. So then I've got like 2 attempts to do things like Planar Binding or one of these like really high damage spells. I think Gale is looking very strong for this fight. Let's put it that way. Let me have a quick peek at Shadowheart. Is there anything I want to swap out for her? Am I crazy, or did she have... Oh, she has got Planar Binding. She's already got that. That is cool. I think we'll go ahead and we'll summon her Deva, which is using up my level 6 spell slot, but I think that's fine. I think the Deva is worth it Plain our ally, and we'll get the... Should we get the genie? Should we get the genie just because it's funny? Because it's like, we release the genie from the lamp and he's come back to help us. Let's say that's what's happening here, even though it's like not. Just because I don't normally play with the genie. And I just think thematically he looks the same as well. He looks like the same guy. Like, I think thematically it's really fun to be like, we helped him out and now he owes us a favour. That's really fun. Okay, and then, oh my god, have we still got Basket? Yeah, I don't know why Basket's still there. Can the Thara summon anyone?
Expertise.
I don't think she can. She's just a baddie. We just love her. We just appreciate her face. Okay, I think I'm sorted. Cordia, do you want to summon anything or anyone? I think I'm fine. I think I'm good. Do I have planar binding? Because I would quite like it if I have it. No, but that's okay because I have my plans. We're sorted. We're good. I'm going to save. Yeah, I'm not as confident as I sound. I'm not as confident as I may sound because I haven't actually practiced this. Okay, Scratch. Sweet baby. Puppy of joy. What do you have for us today?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
He's just so adorable. What have you got there, Scratch? What's it gonna be?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
An iron bowl? I feel like I've got... I don't know, I've got like such a Widow's Peak happening today. I feel like I've got K-pop Demon Hunters boy band hair. I don't know. Okay. He can have pets because he is a good boy. I don't know why. I don't know what about me made the iron bowl remind him of me, but okay. Maybe it's the shininess, you know, on my forehead. Right, okay. Good boy, Scratch. Good job. What do you mean an iron bowl? A layer of rust fills this bowl's delicate filigree. Is this something? Is this like some kind of secret that I don't know about? Am I meant to give this Yenna for her soup? There you go, Yenna. Make me some nice soup, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing around and I'm gonna go and speak to Dame Eralyne because she needs to know. She needs to know what's going down at Ramazith Tower.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
You know, whoever wrote Dame Eralyne understands Paladin vibes. Like, she kind of reminds me of like, almost like a WWE wrestler, like a World Wrestling, whatever it is now, wrestler. You know, like the women are like really big and like they do like the really angry speeches and things like that. That's kind of what she reminds me of a little bit. I think she's just the way she talks, this kind of like, I am a divine being, you know, this old-fashioned way of talking. I think they got her spot on. She's a lot though. She kind of feels like I'm a feminist, right? Feminist means that you believe everybody's equal, everybody should have the same rights, the same opportunities. But you know, like when you get kind of like the extreme end of it, like the scary toxic feminists who are just scary. Like, I feel like she's got a touch of that as well. Okay, which is part of her story, I think, which will play out and we'll talk about that when it comes. So I think it's interesting that we can ask her about the cage. We're obviously not considering Lorroakan's offer of handing Dame Eralyne over so we can trap her, but you know, I think it's good to ask. I was just wondering what it was like in that cage of Balthazar's.
Let us not dwell on those dark days. Their memory is a vortex within my heart that leads directly to the hells.
I feel bad for asking. So yeah, so I think if you were even considering it, and then she said that, it really kind of makes it clear that that is a bad option. Like, you are doing her dirty if you hand her over to Lorroakan. Okay, it's just that a wizard called Lorroakan is looking for you.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Eralyne?
She's such a baddie. Look at those sexy thick thighs. Like, damn, she could crush my skull in those thighs. And I would say, thank you, ma'am. we know more than this. This isn't fair to say this one. I think we should be truthful. He put a bounty out for your capture, and now there is a violent mercenary looking for you, Eralyne, who I don't think is going to show up. He can show up at camp and try and take Dame Eralyne, which is kind of a weird kind of parallel to the guy who shows up and tries to take Isabel. Sorry, I've got a slow brain today. I have a slow brain every day. I don't know why I'm apologising. Most of you are aware of this at this point, so if you're still watching me at this point, thank you for putting up with me and my ums and ahs and my likes. In fact, talking of likes, like this video, thanks. Anyway, okay, concentrate, woman. He put a bounty out for your capture, and then now there is a violent mercenary looking for you.
Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Eralyne will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakelings swarm us unabated.
Great.
This wizard must be held to account. I will wring his neck until he's dead.
She's so scary. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. She scared me. I got scared. My tummy was like, ah! Okay. Again, her voice actor nailed it. It's so good. I deceived him into thinking you're dead.
The weasel out-weaseled. Well done, my friend. But Dame Eralyne's deeds are great. Her presence, present. Sooner or later, he will discover that the daughter of Selûne lives. Let us travel to his chambers, his lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Lorroakan right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
I don't know why she's still so dirty looking. She looks like she hasn't washed. We've been here for ages. It's like, here's a bar of soap, Eralyne. Listen, Isabel, teach Eralyne how bars of soap work. And also, like, how, like, Isabel still looks like she's been crying. Like, get over it, girl. You've got the love of your life back. I know your dad was evil and stuff and we killed him. And you must be dealing with some trauma here, but... I don't know. I don't know if that's a bug. I swear she doesn't normally look that dirty, Dame Eralyne. Okay, let's hie then, as Dame Eralyne would say. Let's hie to this Lorroakan and see what his deal is again. So we're gonna go to the lower city central wall. Again, how she speaks in third person as well is so funny to me. It's kind of like, I feel like her and Will have a same vibe of, like, seeing themselves as the hero, you know, believing in the fables about them. Okay, I need to get past these wizards because they're loud. I love that we've got the genie with us. That's, like, so funny to me. I've never thought to do that before. Okay. Oh no. Where's Roland?
I must admit, some of the items here are quite marvelous.
Baldur's Gate prices, though. Not worth it, if you ask me.
I shall be careful not to ask you, then, child.
Okay. Child. Oh. Metaphorically child, I would... Lorroakan's protection. Where's Roland? So Roland was here. And he's not here now, and we know that Lorroakan was treating his staff badly. Like, we saw him with the guy with the apple on his head, and he was having the enchanted armor kind of you know, try and shoot him or shoot the apple off his head, but it was like really risky. And Roland was all beat up and scratched, and we found a journal in his room as well that was talking about kind of like how tough Lorroakan is. So the fact that he's not here, I'm taking it as a bad sign. This isn't Lorroakan, it's just his projection, so let's see what the deal is.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Lorroakan, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the night song, say night song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
Right. Hold on. You said you're an unperson. What is that?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your query.
Not sentient.
To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the night song, say
I want to ask about
night
taxes.
Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
Curiosity's kind of getting the better of me, I'm not gonna lie. Let me go for trade first.
Enjoy our unmatched selection.
Listen, Mumthara wants to do a bit of shopping, so let's see what you've got, buddy. So he hasn't really got very many special items. Is there anything that could be particularly useful? I do like polymorph. I think we're pretty good though. I don't think we need anything that I'm seeing here specifically. But yeah, what else have we got here? Magic of the Weave, oral histories of Faerun, Gith and Mind Players. Yeah, he hasn't really got anything particularly special that we're desperate for. So I'm going to come out of that.
Please come again soon.
I'm so curious about the taxes
Welcome back
thing.
to Sorceress Sundries. How can I help you?
What's other?
To learn more about the search for the night song, say night song. To learn more about Master Lorroakan, say Lorroakan. To learn more about my good self, say projection.
Okay, Lorroakan.
To truly know Master Lorroakan is the work of a lifetime.
Is it
Suffice it to say, he is a powerful, important man whose powers exceed the limitations by which most wizards are constrained.
That's a bad thing.
He resides in Ramazith's tower. Anyone bearing information leading to the capture of the night song may gain an audience with him.
Right.
The great and powerful Lorroakan offering our humble group an audience. We are honored.
Was that sarcasm? Please tell me that's sarcasm. We've met him. We know he's a dick. Projection.
I am the product of an ingenious bit of magic performed by Master Lorroakan. I am blessed with sufficient intelligence to adequately run and protect the shop, Sorceress Sundries. Because Master Lorroakan is engaged in important work, I take care of such banalities as speaking with customers.
A bit of the old proprietor Riz drop there a second. So speaking with customers is banal, is it? Like, it doesn't paint him in a good light. And also that his projection, his own projection of his creation is kind of bigging him up and saying he's this powerful wizard. Like, I don't know. What if we say night song?
The night song is a relic hidden in an underground temple beneath a settlement near the river Chiontha. Master Lorroakan is offering a considerable sum for the object's retrieval.
We've got some good thigh game today, guys. Like, look at Shadowheart and Mumthara's thighs. Like, they look good. Gale's okay. Gale's fine. I've heard enough. I really want to say taxes. I want to say taxes so badly. I'm going to save. Like, curiosity is getting the better of me. I feel like we're going to end up dead outside again, but I'm doing it anyway. taxes.
You are not Mr. Marvin Hudd, the collections officer assigned to this establishment.
Oh, is he going to give me money? Oh my god, I thought he was going to be like, oh, like when the taxman comes, I project him outside and kill him. I didn't realise he was actually going to give us his taxes. Okay, I don't think I've ever done this before. Okay. This is the Dame Eralyne with the thunder thighs response. Fork over what you owe, or I'll crush your head. Don't you recognise Marvin Hood when you see him? I don't think I look like a Marvin Hood. Let's go for persuasion. It's what she normally does. Trust me, your taxes will be put to better use in my hands. Okay. Help me out here, fam. Oh, it's difficulty class of 20 as well. Shadowheart, give me Eagle Splendor to give me advantage. You guys at home, give me guidance. Do this at the screen. Bless me. Bless my roll. And we'll even tickle the O for good measure. Okay. Oh, I've done it. Yay! That's because you gave me guidance. That is just through the screen. We beat it by 10. We got a dirty 30.
Logic detected. Petition approved. Enjoy. How else can I help you today?
I actually need a lot of money for when we go to the Stormshore Tabernacle, which is where Gale needs to go meet Mistra. You can do like donations to the different deities, and depending on what you give, like you can get like blessings and stuff. So, okay. I think we're done here. How much did I get? I don't even know. I don't even know what I got from that. I don't think I got a lot. Okay. I don't know what I had. I'm gonna have to watch my old video back to see what I had. Let's go up here. Are we ready, fam? Have we got everybody with us? I think I might just give Longstrider to the genie. Good idea, I think. And to the water elemental. I am nervous. Do you know what I do need to do? I need to do... Oh, good. I'm glad I remembered this. I need to do my my extra sorcery points. So, how do I do this again? Sorcerer, create sorcery points. And I'm going to go through a level 3 spell slot. So it's going to consume my level 3 spell slot. I do this like pretty much every time, but I normally do it off camera. So that has given me more sorcery points. I've got 13 now. So I can do things like cast a spell as a bonus action and things like that, which is super duper cool. But now I can go to my little bag and I can get the Pearl of Power amulet. And then I can go ahead and, I think it's under common, restore my level 3 spell slot. So I still have it. Perfect. And then I can switch back to that. Amazeballs! I'm going to have another quick save because I'm nervous, and I'm going to stop and restart my camera so my words don't go weird, my video footage doesn't go weird, and I'm going to be back with you, and we're going to go and confront Lorroakan. We need to find Roland, confront Lorroakan, yeah, and then that is the plan for now. Do you know what I want to do though before we go in? So sorry, fam, too. I don't know why I keep saying fam. Fam's my word of the week. I kind of want to talk to the librarian if I can get to her. I want to see if she realises that we stole all those books. Is she like mad at us? just give me a minute. I want to indulge in myself here.
How can I help you?
It's okay. She doesn't have any different dialogue. I think we're good. Okay. So sorry to be faffing around. No.
You wish to consult me?
No. I'm good actually, but thanks for giving me time. You know, thanks for listening. All right, we're here. We're going in. So it's this one. So if you didn't see the last episode, basically if you take the wrong answer, it puts you outside and kills you. So you have to make sure you answer the question, what is the night song, accurately, and this is the right one.
The night song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Okay, so... Okay, give me guidance again, fam. I gotta stop saying fam. We're going. We're doing this. Shadowheart is so cute. There's normally epic music here, but I have music turned off. Look at her ass. Oh, she's so hot.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
By my honor, it's you. My dear, I thought you were...
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Eralyne, and you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Eralyne. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction, that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
Mate, you've misjudged me. Also, I feel like me and Lorokin could kind of be brother and sister. We kind of got the same coloring and stuff. He's a bit more tan than I am. That's not a compliment to myself. Okay. Dame Eralyne, badass. Like, her epic put-downs, like, how she absolutely bitch slaps him with words is just amazing. Your tower of... hide away in your tower of trinkets. She's just... she has such good lines and such good delivery of them. And, like, I'm like, yeah! I'm so rooting for her. I'm so, like, this guy is a dick. Like, he wants to... he's so deceptive, he's so slimy, he's been mean to Roland. Look at Minthara's face in the background. She's like, look at the armor, mate. Like, who do you think you're messing with here? Like, and so Dame Eralyne being like that kind of like divine fury, that kind of like feminine rage of just being like, fuck you, and like, I'm really gonna just knock you down a few pegs. Like, good for her. Like, fuck yeah. But also, I have the other half of me that's kind of like, even though half of me is like rooting for her and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna fuck this guy up, the other half of me is kind of like, there's something like, I don't know, there's something off-putting about it. There's something like, she's so mean, and like, he deserves it, but still, like, I don't know. And there's something I have in myself about that. Like, if I'm really angry, especially if someone's been mean to my friends, like if someone, like, I was like this in school, like school bullies, I would be like Dame Eralyne. I'd be just destroy them with words. And like, I was so good at honing in on people's insecurities. I really was like Mean Girl, like shit Mean Girl. But I was so good at honing in on their insecurities and really knowing like why they were a bully, right? Because bullies are always the most insecure people. Like, they always have, you know, a lack of confidence. And so if you can pinpoint where that's coming from and like just stick a pin in it, like, they don't mess with you again. Like, they hate you, but they won't mess with you again. And so I have that in me, right? But it's nasty, and is it something I necessarily like about myself? I don't know. So I have a very mixed reaction to Dame Eralyne. Anyway, forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do. Why is my desk clicking? He thinks we're tricking Eralyne and we're gonna hand her over to him. He thinks we're allies. I'm like, you have read this situation so badly. So you can actually turn to Eralyne and say, this will be much easier if you go, Eralyne. You can backstab Eralyne in this moment, which seems like a bad plan. She's the daughter of Selûne, right? Seluna is a really awesome goddess, and she has a lot of very loyal followers. Like, you're putting a target on your head if you do something like that. I'm not here to watch, I'm here to help. So the best option is, I came to stop you, Leroican.
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Eralyne, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother, Seluna, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
Again, brilliant acting. Whoever did the... I don't know who did the acting for Leroican, but like I said with Cazador, to create a baddie that is so slimy and like despicable and unlikable, you know, that is good. It's good writing and it's good acting. The amount of times I've tried to make a baddie as a DM, as a game manager, what is it? GM? Game mage. I can't remember what GM stands for. A DM in D&D games. So running D&D games, and like the amount of times I've tried to make a really nasty, despicable baddie, but I've given them some kind of like sob story or backstory, and then I've decided I like them, and then I can't, like, it's so hard to make a BBEG and actually make them totally despise. I have one, he's called Lash Timea, and he has very similar energy, and like we all hate him. Like my entire group, we're all like, oh god, we just wanna, which is what you want for a BBEG, right? You want that kind of like, I want to fight you, but I know I'm not ready. I know you're gonna wipe the floor with me if I do it now, so I just have to like bide my time. And so when we actually fight him, it's gonna just be so good, because he's just so not likable. I have this habit as well of doing like setting up what you think is going to be a fight, and you think this is the bad guy, but then you hear their story and actually like alliances shift. So I'm currently playing in Neverwinter. Like, sorry, future editing, really, cut this out. I think my eldest knew that I was talking about them. My eldest is one of my players. My players are currently in Neverwinter, and I've been doing a lot of like the Neverwinter lore. I really want to play Neverwinter Nights and like the Neverwinter games. I'm so tempted. So if you want to see me do that, let me know in the comments, because I want to play like Divinity, Original Sin and things like that. I have played Baldur's Gate 1. I keep meaning to live stream it. I keep forgetting. Hopefully I can do that at some point. Anyway, okay, distracted. Sorry, I swear I've got ADHD. I'm so sorry that I'm all over the place. Okay, they're in Neverwinter, and I've set it up so if you know anything about Neverwinter lore, Neverwinter's run by Daggult Neverember, he basically moved in with a load of mercenaries and took over the city. And the city had been like torn apart. It was in ruins, and he did make it better. He kind of rebuilt it. So he did come in and take control, but he maybe did it in not the best way, but he has kind of proven himself. So he's kind of like is he a good guy, is he a bad guy character already, and you have all these different kind of factions within the city, because there's this kind of like this power vacuum that was filled by Neverember, and then like all the different factions are fighting. So you have this kind of splinter group called the Nashers, who are loyal to the original kind of kings and queens that used to rule Neverwinter, the original royal family, my time period is a little bit after the Forgotten Realms lore that exists. So I've set it, it's actually like about a year or two before Baldur's Gate, so the rumblings of what's happening in Baldur's Gate are kind of like the background to my campaign. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it, being deep in the lore like that. And I make mistakes because you can't know everything, but it's still fun. So we're kind of like, are we gonna go meet Gale? Are we gonna go and see Gale? I was like, there's no point. He's just gonna be like sulking about his ex-mystery. He's just gonna be in his cat tower talking to his Tressim, getting drunk and sulking. He won't be shaved. Anyway, okay, so going back to the Nashes. So I've got this woman who claims to be a descendant. She's called Maribel, a totally made up character, who is the leader of the Nashes. And my characters were told, my players were told, that the Nashes had something called rock spice, which is kind of like a gunpowder in my campaign. Rock spice is a whole thing. And so basically they'd stolen this barrel of gunpowder from the docks, from this kind of like pirate, kind of like the Blushing Mermaid. There's like a pirate ship in that sets off a cannon to kind of like tell you when it's midday and midnight. So anyway, sorry, I'm telling you too much of the lore, too much of the background. I need to get to the point. Just skip ahead if you don't like this. And so I've had them all go to confront the Nashes, who are meant to be this I don't want to say the T word, but it ends in ist. Organisation that is meant to be kind of like committing a load of crime and robbing people, and they've gone to confront them, and it's just some like outliers. Like, they have their little camp, they've got kids in the camp, one of the kids has gone missing, the mum of the kid is absolutely distraught. The woman is like, I said like, when I was like, picture what it's like, I said it's like in Harry Potter, and I know that's a dirty word at the moment, but you know that house that's kind of like hidden, it's kind of like the rebel house, and they were all sat along that long table, and like Ginny Weasley's mum's kind of like dishing out the food. I said that's kind of the setting that you're walking into. And yeah, and so they went in there like ready to kind of blow up the place, and then I was like, but there's kids, and it's turned around now, and so they went in there and the situation flipped, and they could have got into a fight, right? It could have gone south. I would have been really sad for them, but it's turned out that they're, you know, there's some propaganda going on, and maybe they're not the bad guys, maybe Neverember's the bad guys. So this whole like, they're the bad guys switcheroo thing is really fun to do. I'm so sorry that I've gone so far off topic. I'll get back on topic. So yeah, bad guys. Lorroican. Nasty man. Okay, we've got to do the sorcerer option. We've got options like you can have the immortal Lorroican, but I expect to find reward in return. We're not doing that. Who's choosing that option? And it'll go easier if you go quietly alien. So we're not handing her over, we only have the sorcerer option. But it's so good. Let me try and deliver it well. Let me sort my hair out and everything while I do this. Let's... I have more power in my little finger than you do in this entire tower. You cannot stop us both. I went a little bit alien. She just got carried away. I mean, I don't have that much power, but maybe Gale,
A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally.
Never said I was.
You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Aasimar, she must go directly into the caging rooms.
No.
No, Master Lorroican. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish, but never under your tutelage.
Yeah.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Okay, imagine cool music here. Like, I don't know why it's the Crystal Maze, but it is. Is that Crystal Maze music? I can't think what that music is actually, now I've done it. Is it, what is that music that I'm singing? Let me know in the comments if you recognise it. Okay, I am glad that we go first. Okay, everybody stop, pause, let's think about this. I have things to say. Roland. So there are certain conditions. I've never had it, thankfully, but there are certain conditions where Roland can, I don't think I've had it, but there are conditions where Roland doesn't side with you and he sides with Lorroakan. I think there is a role, I watched Macalopalops doing this recently, and it happened to him, where you can try and persuade him. Like, you can be like, hey, what are you doing, Roland? We're your mates, not this guy. But yeah, Roland can fight against you. And it depends on kind of like if Cal and Leah are alive, his brother and sister, and things like that, whether you save them or not, you know, because obviously we've done right by Roland so many times. We saved him from the Shadowfell when he was out there alone getting attacked. We saved Cal and Leah from Moonrise Towers. So we've been his ally this whole time. So that's why he sided with us so easily and we didn't have to roll for it. Okay, the deal here, guys, and it's so good that we're in this little group. The deal, oh God, I need to sanctuary him. I need to sanctuary my baby. It's okay, Shadowheart goes here. So I actually do want to save again, just in case, because I'm keeping Roland alive. He's our child. And then I'll tell you the deal with this guy though, Miklar. Maybe I'll try and knock him out if we can. If we get the opportunity to knock him out, I will, because I do think he's a victim of Lorroakan's abuse. He might be fighting on behalf of Lorroakan because he's scared. Like, we don't know what his deal is. But yeah, Lorroakan. So his whole thing, he's got all these different elementals, right? He's got all 4 of the Myrmidons. Myrmidons are like a better version, the level 6 spell version of what Gale has with his little water elemental. So we have the Earth Myrmidon. They look so cool. The design of them is amazing. Again, everybody who worked on Baldur's Gate absolutely knocked it out of the park, because the artwork, the stylization, just everything is just, it just gives, you know? So we've got the Water Myrmidon, the Fire Myrmidon. These things are absolutely badass. And the Air Myrmidon. And I would love to use these, but I actually find that the Water Elementals get the job done. I don't find that I like to use the Myrmidons when I do have access to them. But yeah, so he's got these 4 elementals, and then if we have an actual look at him, he's like, what are you doing? It's your initiative, get going. He has all these things. So for each of the elementals, he has one of these siphons. So Earth and Siphon. A nearby Earth Myrmidon grants the affected entity immunity to poison damage and an additional 3 to 24 poison damage to elemental retort. If we hit Lorroakan, for every elemental that he has, he hits back with elemental retort. So I believe he's going to do, if we hit him now, 3 to 24 poison damage, 3 to 24 lightning damage, 3 to 24 fire damage, and 3 to 24 cold damage. So if we hit him, it's kind of like Hellish Rebuke. He hits back, but he hits back with those 4 elementals. He also has for each elemental immunity. So fire immunity from the Fire Myrmidon, and so forth. So if you're doing this fight, it is worth attempting to take down the Myrmidons before Lorroakan. But I do have a little bit of a plan here. The problem is, a lot of what I want to do is concentration spells, and I can only cast 1. So even though I can use my Quicken spell, what I would like to do is Sanctuary Roland. What I could do is use my Quicken spell to cast an actual high level spell and try and do a lot of damage on this turn. Who goes first? The Fire Myrmidon. So let's have a look at this guy. So obviously immune to fire damage, he's made of fire, he's an elemental. He has Hellish Rebuke though, so if I hit him, he's going to Hellish Rebuke back. And he's got poison immunity. He doesn't appear to have a weakness. What am I going to do first? See, polymorph's a concentration spell. Oh, I don't know. Sanctuary's concentration. Is Sanctuary concentration? It might not be. Let me try Sanctuarying Roland, because my instinct says that's what I want to do. So that means that nobody can hit him. And then I'm going to go ahead and put up a Globe of Invulnerability from a spell scroll, because that is going to protect everybody from every attack who is within that globe. So this is going to come in really, really useful. So I'm going to go ahead, cast a spell, and we're going to do it right around us all here. I'm going to actually move it. I don't want to do this. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just do it where I can put it. But let's make sure we've got everybody in, including that genie. There we go. Okay. So hopefully I can maintain concentration on this if anything hits us, because some things can do stun attacks. And I think we're in a good place. So basically my entire team of people I can control are inside the globe, so we can't be damaged. We can be attacked in other ways, like I say, we can be knocked unconscious and things like that. Dame Aileen's immortal. If she dies, she comes back. And Roland is sanctuaried. So I think we're good to end our turn and see what the Fire Myrmidon does. Okay. Yeah, he went for Aileen. That scarfy thing got in the way, but he missed. She's fine. So we are good. That was a good use of our first turn. Okay, next up is Shadowheart, and then the Air Myrmidon and the Water Myrmidon get a turn. So again, Aileen's immortal, Roland's sanctuaried. So I'm gonna have Shadowheart attempt to take over one of the elementals. Or do I want to try and polymorph? I could try and polymorph Lorroakan, but it's only 16%. What are you concentrating on? Oh, Eagle Splendor. My boost to charisma is okay. I don't mind if you drop that. Why don't you have your level 6 spell slot? I used your level 6 spell slot. Isn't Planar Binding... There it is. Okay, Planar Binding. Is that... Yeah, it's level 5. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. So if I use this on either the Air Myrmidon or the Water Myrmidon, let's go for the Water Myrmidon. See if we can take control of it. Yes, it worked. He's gone green. That means he is kind of mind controlled, and he's going to fight for us now. He's going to attack the baddies. Perfect. That is great. Good job, Shadowheart. Now that is a concentration spell. Again, that's kind of why I didn't use her to do Sanctuary. But I can also do Mass Healing Word if we need to on her bonus actions in the future. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. Stand your ground. Okay, he's going to go. He's gone to Aileen. Okay, he is about to damage Dame Aileen. We can protect Aileen with Gale Spell. He can do projected ward. Words are hard, so he's basically putting a shield up over her. So let's do that. Okay, she was saved from the flail. God, the camera angles are awful. Explosive ice call multiple targets. Okay. Did he take down the little guy? I'm sad that he died. I was hoping to just knock him out. But he chose his side, and he chose poorly. So, you know, I would have knocked him out, but it is what it is. Right, Minthara, though. Gil Boss. I think we probably need... I would love to just absolutely whack these guys. But I think I'm going to go in with... See, I can have her attack... Should I try and do a disarming attack on Lorroakan? Because he's going to hit back, but we're shielded. 80% chance of hitting. Let's see if we can get him to drop his staff. Oh, did he move? Look at the Far Realms! Okay, oh my god, so much is happening. Okay. 1, he dropped his weapon. 2, that was a critical hit. We did 6... a lot of damage. Maths is hard. That is my weak point as a DM. Like, trying to do all the maths, I am not good at it. I should use a calculator, but I do it the hard way. Okay, but because we hit him, he's doing his elemental retort on Minthara. Minthara is in the... We can counterspell, but Minthara is in the globe of invulnerability, so it shouldn't do damage to her anyway. Let's see what happens if we don't react. She's invulnerable. She's fine. It did nothing to her. Oh, you are weak. You dare challenge me. Sorry, trying to be Minthara. We can go again. We can hit him again. And do you know what? We could do something like Drow Poison. Is he an elf or is he a human? Wait. Let me inspect him. He's a human. Okay. If he was an elf, he'd be immune. We're gonna use our Drow Poison. We might get him to go to sleep if we hit him again. Critical miss. Worth a try. I have got action surge, but I think I'm going to wait until they get closer. Where did his staff go? Where did he drop it? Despair of Athkar. Can I move it closer without moving closer myself? No! Oh, mistakes were made. Okay, grab it. Hours now. Can I get back? I can't get back. Yeah, I made a mistake. It's okay. It's okay. She's strong. She's tough. Minthara mum is strong and tough, and only her mace is good enough. She hits a wizard. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. It got silly. Okay. What I could do if I wanted to, I could go out and dimension door Minthara back in, but he only has his one spell slot. I could also do planar binding on the guy who goes next, Crank. And I think that might... Oh, I don't want to do it on Crank. The Earth Myrmidon? It might be fun to do. It might be fun to turn his own creatures against him. So can I get to the Earth Myrmidon? Yes. He's up here. 80% chance. Do it. Seized by planar binding. Okay. Nice. This is working well. I'm happy with this. Move back a little tiny bit, mate. Actually don't, because if they come to us, hopefully they'll be out of the globe of invulnerability. If I use him like a lure. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Gale, hold your position. What are you gonna do, Crank? Ranged attack on Cordia. She's in the shield. It's not gonna do anything. It could actually though. I'm worried that it's gonna make her drop the dome. We'll save it. We'll save the projected ward. We'll risk it. She's fine. Oh, it went twice. She was fine. He missed with the second one. First one hit, but she's invulnerable. Did not make her drop the dome. We're good. Okay. What do we want to do next? We've got Slam, Winter's Breath, multi-attack. We can attack Hugs. We can attack this guy. Because he isn't connected to Lorokan. He's just kind of a little dude. We've got Slam, Winter's Breath, multi-attack does the most damage. Let's see if we can do that on him. 40% chance of hitting. We'll risk it. 2 crits. That was good. And what we can do now is also use Elemental Warp as our bonus action and get him back in the globe. So he's invulnerable again. I love them. They're so good. Okay, what are you going to do, Lorokan? I was going to polymorph you, but we're okay. Lightning Bolt on 6 targets. Baby girl. We're going to counterspell. And he's about to damage Dame Eralyne. Projected ward. See? I'm glad he saved that. Oh no, he broke out the planar binding. Oh. Oh. Can we stop him?
I will rise.
Eralyne's down. Eralyne's down. Okay, it was always a possibility, but she is literally divine. She is literally immortal. That is why he wanted her in the first place. And when she died, she did say, I will rise again. So I think she's going to be okay. All right. Oh my God. Roland is squaring up to Lorokan. He has 20 hit points. Do you know what? I might sacrifice my genie for this. He does owe us a favor. What can he do? Thunderwave is 40. Sweet Plum Gales. Restrains those within. I don't use the genie, so I don't know what he's got. Makes foes drunk. Shifting Winds. That's basically Misty Step. Or he can just hit him with his scimitar. 9 to 32 damage. What would we have on that? Not even movement. Okay, but we can Misty Step. Although, we have a gaggle here. We have like three in one. Which one's under our control? None of them anymore. This restrains them. Okay, let me pop over here. Let me just stand on Dame Aylin's back for a second. It might be a good idea to do it to all three of these. Maybe I'll do Thunder Wave. One of them's gonna fall down if I do it, which is gonna be fun. Can I knock him off? Okay. The genie's gonna take one for the team. He has got 161 hit points though, so he might be okay. That was fun. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. That was good. Okay, we are in melee with this guy, so okay. This is the guy under our control. What's he gonna do? Dude, really, you just made things a bit muddy. They can teleport. What was the point of that? That was shit. I wish I could have picked the spell that he did. Okay, Cordia though. Where's Lorroakan? We are protected, right? I don't want my little guy to get hurt. So, I mean, I could polymorph because it's fun. I could telekinesis him because we don't do that very often. No, it breaks my concentration. We won't do that. Let me... I don't know, I could really high level... Breaks my concentration! Do I want to lightning bolt him? I'm just looking at my angles. If I come to about here, I reckon I can get... But then I'm out and he'll hit me. God damn it. Can I get to about here maybe? And do... Oh, I can hit him from here. Okay, I might hit Gale, but he's under the globe, so he's going to be okay. Just do it. How did he not die? Oh, because he's got lightning invulnerability. Oh, I totally wasted that. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. I can use my sorcery points to do something else. And I'm gonna do... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I must have a good spell scroll. Let's have a look. Oh, Sunbeam. He doesn't have Radiance resistance. So Sunbeam... Wait, hang on, wait. No, it breaks concentration. It's a concentration spell. Scroll of Disintegrate. Oh, it's actually a bonus action, I think. Wait. Take off my... Wait, is that a bonus action? That is not a bonus action. %, chance. It's just not good. Okay, do you know, I'm going to go back with the planar binding again. Let me try and get a hold of the Air Myrmidon, because that's on brand for her. Why is everything being weird? Oh, it breaks my concentration. Right, I don't want to do that. I'm glad that didn't work then. Why is everything so hard? Right, do you know what? You've not got force resistance. Let's send as many magic missiles as we can Lorroakan's way. That did the job. Stopping the repetition of history. We are inspired. Lorroakan is down. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna text my kid. Let me stop and restart. Okay, so one problem down. Next up, this is a hard fight. The first time that I ever tried to do this fight, I was destroyed. I was not prepared, and I really didn't understand all like the counterspell stuff that they had. So yeah, I think I did it, but I think I probably had to like reload my save a couple of times. Bit worried about Dame Aylinne. because every other time that Dame Aileen's fallen, when I've previously done this, oh my goodness, I've just noticed the shell design. Never seen that before in my life. It's like the floor's been removed to reveal the shell. That's really cool. Yeah, so whenever Dame Aileen's fallen in the past, I've just reloaded and redone the fight. So I am hoping that she's immortal. If not, we have to do this all over again. At least she won't be mad at us. We didn't do that. Okay, end turn. Who goes next? The Fire Myrmidon. Okay, let me try and get it at a good angle so we can see what this guy's up to. Immolation. Oh! Our little guy hit him for 2 hit points. Missed. You absolute Willy Wonka. Okay, so now we can just take down the Myrmidons, which shouldn't be too hard. Let me go with, who have we got here? Air Myrmidon. What, are they vulnerable to anything? It doesn't say. Maybe a cute little Guardian of Faith might do the job. I do like inflict wounds. Like 7 to 70. Let's go and try and do that. Can I reach him? Can't reach them. We've got this one next to me, but he's in the globe of vulnerability. I've only got 40% chance of hitting him as well. Maybe Moonbeam. I'm just scared that one of our allies would run into it. Oh, do you know what? Pray for me. Give me guidance. I'm going to try Guiding Bolt. 25% chance. Oh, this is not great. Do you know what? I'm going to trust my instincts. I'm going to grab my Guardian of Faith. He's pretty cool. I just can't get close enough to do it. There we go.
Right, better get to it.
Wait, where are you going? I didn't give you permission to go up there, Shadowheart. Okay. But I think... Oh, she hasn't even got Misty Step, so I can't even get back. Do I have Scrolls of Misty Step? I don't even think I have any Scrolls of Misty Step. Misty... I do, thank goodness for that. Oh, goodness me. Okay, cast a spell and get back down to... You can't get back down there. Are you kidding me? Shadowheart, what are you even playing at here, girl? Okay, what if I get about there? Oh no. Okay, fine. Okay, nice. I love the Guardian of Aid. So good. We might have to put the shield down in a second and do some real damage because they're all coming into the shield. But we're good for now. We're alright. This guy's still on our side, so I won't go for him first. Oh, we've still... Oh, he's not in. Okay, we go for him. We go for him. We're gonna go Divine Strike. Wait, do I want to put something on this? Branding Smite? Branding Smite. Pow! Oh, I hate when she misses, man. Try that again. I don't know why I'm missing so much in this playthrough. And we can add Divine Strike. Are you ready? That was a decent amount of damage. She's so good when she hits. I don't know why she misses so much. Minthara cast Branding Smite on Water Myrmidon. She missed, but then she used it and hit him for 4 bludgeoning damage, 20 and 8 and 18. So again, you guys do the math. It was a decent amount. He's lost a lot of health. We can also Action Surge and go in with more Divine Smites. Pew! And he's out. He is down. Love Minthara. She's such a baddie. I can also get to this guy because she has really good movement speed. And yeah, give him a good bulk with the baby mace as well. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Minthara. That's my wife. Can I not get her into the globe of invulnerability? She's so close though.
Right away.
Never mind. She's close. She's got the movement speed, she just can't get past Cordia. fine.
Gone with the weave.
Gale, right. Oh, we've got these guys in here now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop the globe.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Wish me luck. So that I can actually hit these guys. Okay.
Destroyer.
Is that my guy? It is. Can I move him first? Can I multi-attack? Not the air myrmidon because they're the same. Try and multi-attack him. Counter spell. Okay. And then get out of there. Come over here next to my Guardian of Faith because he is a sweetheart and he'll help. He'll protect you. Okay. Love that. Love to see it. Okay, he's moved, which means he's out of the way for whatever Gale is going to do. I think we should go in with one of these. We've got Disintegrate, which is always fun. But we do have the new spell, Artistry of War, which is going to do... Each strike is 8 to 18 force damage. Who goes next? Oh, it doesn't really matter. Let's just go with the guy who is... Let's go with this guy. With the one with the most health. All... I should have gone for him as well. But it's okay. Gale, good job. Do you want to... Does he have the Misty Step? No, he can just... With Longstride, or he can just kind of run over there. It's fine.
Step by step.
Okay. Run to the big shiny guy for protection. Not that one. That one might turn on us. Okay. Roland, what are you going to do, mate? Oh, I thought he was going to... Oh, my goodness. Do you know what? It was such a good thing that we'd already attacked him with the Water Myrmidon, and he'd used his retaliation attack on the Water Myrmidon, because if we hadn't, Roland might have just died. Oh, my goodness. I need to Sanctuary Roland again. All right. Genie! We need to take this guy down. So, let's... Shifting Winds over to him. And let's do... I think Thunder Wave. Let's make sure I don't get Cordia. He fell down. He fell down. He did indeed. Okay, back over here. Again, I'm just trying to get everybody into the Guardian of Faith. Perfect. Okay. Mate, you work for us now. Oh, I chose the wrong one. I chose the stupidest Myrmidon to control. Right, do you know what? He is going to turn on us soon, so I am going to take my opportunity. He doesn't go for another round as well. So as soon as we get this guy down, we're going to go for him, because he will turn on us as soon as the spell runs out. So I'm going to start to do my damage. So I've got the Fire Myrmidon and the Earth Myrmidon, which means I can attack them with Cordia's spells. So I'm going to go in with a Lightning Bolt. Always a good in. Don't react. We do want to hurt the Earth Myrmidon. Okay. He's only got 4 hit points left. I'm going to sorcery points. Very tempted to Sanctuary Roland, but I think we've got the Fire Myrmidon on this turn. I'm going to go ahead and Lightning Bolt again. Hopefully take this guy out before he can take his turn. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, he's going to turn on us. He's going to turn on us. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait. Roland's right next to him. Okay. We need to kill this man. We need to kill this Earth Myrmidon because he is absolutely going to turn on us. He's got 7 turns remaining. And we've got cutscenes to do. We can't be messing around. Gale, do that.
He's dead.
Okay.
My God. He's really dead.
Yeah, he is. Lororican, he is dead. You're right. Oh my goodness. Is Dame Eralyne okay? I don't know what happens now.
Time to press ahead.
Dame Eralyne, Gilly, she's up. She's all right.
Lororican, you who would see me caged, You who had purchased my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Eralyne is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty.
Told you, wrestler move. I don't like that. It's like she went too far with it, right? And you can understand, you can absolutely see where she's coming from, because she has endured like a century. Is it a century or a millennia? A long time. I think it's a century of being trapped in that soul cage, and I think dying again and again and again, because I think every time Ketheric dies, she dies, and so that's why he's immortal. And so the injustices that she has been under, and like she had nothing to do in that soul cage except for rage and plot her revenge. I don't know if she is an Oath of Paladin, like an Oath of Vengeance Paladin. Definitely a paladin. Doesn't say, but she 100% is. Wait, hang on, let me look on here. Yeah, it doesn't actually make it like clear that she's a paladin, but she's definitely intended to be one. So Sword of the Moon Maiden, love it. And so you can understand why she is like raging, and like why she's kind of a bit over the top, because she's been bottling all this time. But I do feel like, you know, you are intended to feel like, gosh, that was vicious, she went a bit too far there, that was a lot, right? It's hard to kind of watch. On the one hand, again, I'm kind of like, yeah, he deserves it, dick, but oh. And so this is part of her story, which we will kind of see. Let's talk to her. God, we've got so much more to do in this episode. We haven't even like begun.
The Firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why?
Because you're a good person, because you're not evil, right? You're angry but good. So doing bad things, even if it's for a good reason, feels bad. Because you won't get to kill him again. No, Cordia's empathetic. She would say, well, what kind of sadness is it? How does the sadness feel?
A gripping in the chest. As though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
And with you. Yeah, so, do you remember Will? Do you remember Will in Act 2 in this playthrough? I don't know if everybody picks up on what actually happened there. It's quite subtle. They don't expressly say it. If I'm right, and Dame Eralyne is a paladin, she 100% gives paladin vibes. When paladins break their oath, often by doing bad things, like by breaking their tenets, and the tenets are normally to be good, you know, to do the right thing, to, you know, not hurt people unnecessarily and do all this kind of stuff. If you break your tenets, you become an oath breaker and you feel this sense of loss. Will went through it. If you haven't seen those videos, go back to Act 2 when it happened to Will, because he's a paladin in my playthrough. That's what that sense of sadness and loss is, this emptiness. She's broke her oath, which I don't think the game explicitly says it, but like that could be a whole storyline in itself. Like, so yeah, does she have anything else to say actually?
I will return to camp shortly. I just need a moment to... She's
got the sexy thick thighs. Let me go and rob Lorokan's corpse. We get the Shelter of Alfkatla. You have advantage on saving throws against spells. Bit late. Mirror Image, which is okay. It's only a level 2 illusion spell. I don't feel like we get something really decent from him, but there is stuff in his tower that is better than what he gives us. I was like, where's his staff? But then I remembered we made him drop it. So it says, mantled in the sublime magistry of this cloak, you magically sense Lorroakan's complex feelings for his homeland. I don't know where he's from. Merriment and comfort go hand in hand, filled with a filtered sentiment around his lovers and his family and the old friends he thought of but would never see again. I'd love to know more about Lorroakan's story. I don't know if we can speak with the dead on him. That might be an interesting thing to do. Who do I want to give that to? I don't know. I guess it's for Gale, but I don't think he's going to use it. Okay. Also, I think this was for Gale, wasn't it? I don't know. Additional bonus action? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Maybe I want to give that Will. He'd have so many bonus actions if I gave that Will. That'd be ridiculous. Okay, let me concentrate. What am I doing? So, speak with the dead. I think I have it on a necklace, don't I? There we go. The lost amulet from all the way back in Act 1. And let's try speak with the dead. I want to know more about him. I don't think I've ever tried to do this before. It's such a big fight, I always forget.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I've got to ask 3. Who is more powerful? You or your apprentice?
The corpse pauses, perhaps resisting the truth.
Bloody tiefling.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. The game always surprises me. He admits Roland has more power in his little finger than he does in the whole of his tower, to quote the sorcerer put down from before. How did you become the owner of this place? Actually, do you know what? This is probably the more... No, I want his backstory. How did you become the owner of this place?
Ramesses gone. Open for the taking.
So I feel like this is a very, very similar vibe to what was happening with Cazador, where Cazador had someone before him who had done to Cazador what Cazador did to Astarion. It was a cycle. So it was like a repeating pattern. You know, we got that little thing that came up that said inspiration, you stopped history from repeating. That's kind of the point, I think, is stopping history from repeating. So we've broke that cycle, but we haven't really in this case, which you'll see in a minute, because, you know, Ramazith had the tower first, Lorroakan took the tower of Ramazith. Who's going to take the tower next, I hear you cry? I have someone in mind, someone, maybe a little tiefling friend who definitely doesn't have that much power, but he has a lot of books now, and we know wizards get powerful when they read a lot of books, so the future's bright for a certain apprentice wizard in our midst. Right, I do want to ask about Ramazith. I feel like this is kind of like lore from the previous games, but before I do that, because we have only a certain amount of questions, I do want to ask, how did you learn to imprison the Night Song?
Ramesses notes. Balthazar's magic.
How did he have access to Balthazar's shit? Okay, well, where did Ramazith go?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Ooh, could Ramazith still be out there? I don't remember him from the previous games, if I have come across him. And who is Ramazith?
Powerful mage. Spellmaker.
I need to do some research. I need to learn.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I need to find out more, because who is Ramazith? Let me see. Ramazith. Baldur's Gate, Forgotten Realms Wiki. Ramazith Flamesinger. He was a human from Dupar. He was a sage in Baldur's Gate, mid 14th century, so before where we are now because we're like 1490 something, 92 DR. Vola called him a sage extraordinaire. Never known as well. He apparently discovered something extremely valuable to the ocean in the ocean depths, because he was suddenly able to refund the construction of the lavish Ramesses Tower. He abruptly disappeared one day, although no one knew exactly what transpired. A popular rumour was that Ramesses had gotten romantically entangled with a nymph. What a mystery! Tell me more. I want a side quest right now. Okay, we can basically loot the tower at this point, which is good for us. We do have to pick up his wand. Oh, Minthara got his wand, didn't she? Hang on, let me have a look. You okay, girlie? Do you want to have a quick second wind? That's good. Okay. Yeah, he's got the Despair of Athkatla. So this is the staff that Lorroakan was using. I thought maybe if we got it off him, we might disempower him a little bit. You get a +1 bonus to spell save DC and attack rolls. Do you know what? I don't love this. I feel like, considering that it's such a tough fight, the stuff you get off Lorroakan feels kind of naff. It doesn't feel that great. Let me just switch him into his little wizard outfit. It looks amazing. It looks so cool. But it doesn't do much. And I really, really like the Morning Frost. It's actually a higher rarity. So I don't think I want to use it, but it does look cool. So it says, touching the adornments, it's clear that Lorroakan's short temper has flowed into his staff. It flows into your brain in shades of burgundy and carmine, bright as the storm lanterns of Lorroakan's homeland. Burgundy and carmine are very descriptive colours. I love that. Okay, where's Lorroakan from? I don't understand that. Is he from like Kalashite or something? Is he a Kalashite wizard?
Is that blood?
From Kalasham,
No,
sorry.
Never mind.
Kalashite's right, by the way. That's what it's called. Okay. I'm just clicking on random things there. What about... Poor old Micklauer. I felt bad. I wanted to save him, but... Yeah, Micklauer. Mistakes were made. I'm sorry, little dude. What else do we have? One thing I do need to do...
Our enemies still draw breath.
Because my mother, Minthara, loves sitting on dead men's thrones. So I need to get a picture of this. Okay, hang on, let me get a picture of my queen. Let me try and get like the sunlight coming in behind her as well. There we go, that's probably pretty good. That's the photo I want. Take photo. Do you want to let me just in case I want to use that as my thumbnail. You never know. Yeah, that's one of my favourite lines where, you know, she sits on Catec's throne and she's like, I love sitting on dead men's thrones. Such a good line. Okay. I am going to ransack this tower. I'm going to go through every single nook and cranny. Don't you worry. But first, I think we should talk to Roland. He's had an interesting day, you know?
Very well.
Lorroakan is dead. The bastard is dead.
Are you all right?
I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. Lorroakan was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own 2 hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man.
I think there's a strength in being able to pity the person who's done you wrong. You know, when you are so healed and so high vibrational that you can pity the abuser, I think is actually a really good sign. That's quite a healthy realization to have, I think. I only wish I could kill him again. Well, what comes next?
I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need right here.
You know, wizard, like, Gale's pretty decent. He knows Elminster. Maybe you could have like a wizard circle meet-up thing, share some scrolls. I'm not gonna rain on his parade. We're gonna go, all hail Roland, master of Ramazith's tower. We're just gonna like let him have this moment.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. The Roaken refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower. I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you?
Let me loot just underneath the place we stand, please. Not the vaults. There's another little sneaky area. I did not find this on my first playthrough, so some of you may be surprised to see what I'm about to show you. I like... He's going to be our ally anyway, but we can say, do what you can to protect the people of Baldur's Gate.
I will. I will be the ruler of Ramazith's tower they deserve. Not some vicious recluse who hides from the world. Myself and this tower are now your allies. When the time comes, we will stand by you however necessary.
Okay. There we are. Yeah, we do now have, if I go to gather your allies, we should, I don't know why I don't see it, but we should have something saying that he's going to help us. Maybe I clicked the wrong thing. I don't know.
Can't slow down.
But, yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I won't hide behind lies and cheap tricks like the Roaken. I will rule this tower as it should be. I swear it. Thank you, my friend.
Maybe I chose badly, but it's okay. We can do it without him. I do like that he's protecting Baldur's Gate. He's protecting the people. Like, he's got their back while we're off fighting the big bad at the end. It's okay that we didn't get that. If you do want Lororica to fight with you, to be somebody you can call up at the end fight, I guess you're going to want to pick the first option instead of number 2. But it's okay. Right, I am definitely going to poke around this entire place, but I'll probably do it off camera just because it's been quite a long episode so far. If I click on him again, do Cal and Leah show up, or do we have to long rest first?
I won't hide behind lies and cheap tricks like the Roaken. I will rule this tower as it should be. I swear it. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, I love the redemption arc for Roland. Also, I mean, amazing views. Check out this place. Like, imagine living here. It is such a vibe. I adore it. Let's have a look out all the windows as well. So what have we got at this one? Here we go. Here's the walls of Baldur's Gate. Oh, and here's the city itself. If you go to this side, it's just like the views, man. The views. This is where we came in, I think, because this is the harbour. Yeah. Because that looks like it's the like the bank. And I think we must have come in over this way somewhere. Like, this must be the gate where we came in, I think. Where's Worm's Rock? I don't know. Maybe it's not like for like. But cool beans, man. Right, I do need to concentrate on what I'm doing, because otherwise this is going to be the longest episode ever. We now have to figure out how to get down below. Can you see there's a room down below here? So there's some tables somewhere that we can like jump on. Let me find the right spot. Here we go. Now I am bad at this. I always get stuck, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, can we jump onto this table here? Yes, go. And then can we jump down? It says path is interrupted. This is the thing. I don't know why it says like path is interrupted. Can't get there. It's really annoying. Oh, we can get there. It's finicky. It's fiddly. But hopefully we can just kind of make our way down here.
Step carefully.
There's a trap. I'm gonna save. Okay, this is okay. I always get stuck here, but it seems not too bad. Okay, let's try not to set off any traps, gang.
Trap.
Don't jump on the trap. Okay, I'm probably gonna set off the trap, not gonna lie. Like these things as well, these are all traps. But down here is where I'm gonna try and get to, and this is where the good stuff is. So the stuff that Lorokan had on him, not that great. The real prize is down here. So I need to work my way down though. This is why I saved, because, oh no. Right, let me just ungroup everybody and we'll kind of like go around by ourselves. Also, having sea invisibility is really, really helpful because it allows you to see these plates. Otherwise, you can't necessarily see them. So this one says security. Does that turn security on or off? I don't know. So if I press this, it's going to do something. There's a mage hand out there. But yeah, this is where the good stuff is. So you can loot the upper floor. You know, worth doing. But... Ooh. Go away. Go away. You don't have to. We can also go out here. And run around out here. So we've got this thing here. Artillery. Don't...
Artillery.
So if you click this, I'm not going to do it, but if you click this to see what it does, like you fire cannons basically down into Baldur's Gate, and then it's in the newspaper the next day. It's like, oh, Ramesses Tower firebolted, fireballed the city. So yeah, I don't want to touch that, but just letting you know that that's there. We've got some stuff out here as well, like a loot, a backpack that I don't think I can actually get to. I just can't get to it for some reason. We can keep running around. There's the mage hand. Oh, snakeskin hat. Oh, some camp supplies. Oh, I took the rotten camp supplies. I hate when I do that. It tricked me. But yeah, let's grab the snakeskin hat, which I don't know why that's out here, but we'll take it. Sure. Nothing too special. Again, amazing views. Freaking love it out here. Like, I want to live in the tower. Oh, I can blast my way through this as well if I want to. Like, good way to get back in. Yeah, but let's just do a full circuit first, just to make sure I'm not missing anything important. I probably am. Like, I get really overwhelmed by Ramesses Tower. It's just so big. Magical Histories, Volume 2, The Spell Plague, School of Magic Evocation, Enchanted Me. This book describes an elderly spellcaster's years learning the art of enchantment. Cold and frigid was the day that I learned to fail in charming a better wizard. Was the most dangerous game of all. We've read that. I read that in the last episode if you want to have a read of that yourselves. And then Alternative Perspective, The Weave. I think we've already read those. Nothing new. We'll leave them for Roland. We won't steal all his stuff, you know? But yeah, I definitely feel like this place is better off under Roland than it was under Lorokan. We just have to watch his ego, which is why I think we should do like the weekly wizard meetups. Right, below, I don't know if that takes me here or somewhere else. Let me come back to that. Give me a second. Right, hang on. I've been to this one, haven't I? That's security, I think. Is it? What was that one? I've forgotten. Yeah, security. And then... we can go down to the middle. I don't think we need to necessarily. I mean, maybe? Oh, it's just so big. I really, really get like turned about. Right, what's this one? Vaults. Right, okay, yeah, I was confused by below and vaults. So if you don't go to the vaults via the bookkeeper's study, like we did in the last video, this is the alternate way to get to the vaults. So I think I can just go down there and come back up to show you, but I don't really want to go down there and get stuck.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Ooh, some nice stuff there that I think Dirge and Astarion might get interested in. Yeah, I think we've pretty much come more or less quite full circle now. What's that one there? Clean up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I should be pressing too many things if I don't know what they do. You know? The Wizard's Tower is a bit of a scary place.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Let's have a look at this display case. Okay, another scroll. Okay, I need to figure out where below is. Clean up. Below, there we go. Okay, wait, make your way back up there, but like carefully, Cordia. I could just drop down, but I kind of want everybody to come with me. I also need to check what that text was. So you'll have to excuse me for a second before we go. Yeah, this is totally my vibe. I'm doing another D&D campaign where I'm so obsessed with Shada Kai and the Raven Queen. And I'm doing another campaign where I'm a Shada Kai, and I collect kind of I'm a thief basically. Like that's my job, that's my profession. I'm a thief, and I go and steal like important artifacts on behalf of the Raven Queen and like sneak into places. I'm very roguey. But in my spare time, when the Raven Queen doesn't have missions for me, I'm a wizard as a hobby. Like I go to libraries and I do learn wizard stuff. So I have some minor wizard abilities to do with sneaking, like invisibility, minor illusion, what else as well? Anything to do with like bending light and shadow, I can do. So yeah, I don't know. I could totally imagine her just loving to be in a place like this. She's writing the like memoirs of some ancient entity that's kind of attached itself to her as well, like, but the Raven Queen knew this. Sorry, I get really into it. I love the amount of stories that you can tell with games like this. Right, toggle group mode. Come on, everybody, get over here. Okay, are we all together? Excellent. Let's click on below and hope this doesn't go wrong. All right. Nice. What do you mean Arcana failed, wizard? We were relying on you. We were all relying on you. Okay, what we need to do here is turn off these levers which control the arcane barrier, but I feel like it's gonna kill me when I do. What if I shoot an arrow at it? Is that safer? Oh! Can I have some Fox's Cunning, please, Shadowheart? And can I get some guidance off you guys? Because I just did a thing. Okay. Okay, rub the O for luck. Give me guidance, let's go. Ooh, I failed. I failed whatever that check was, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, maybe. Oh, by 1? Are you kidding me? Okay, that was a bad roll. Let's try again. If you didn't give me guidance, the time is now. Go again. I should have got Gale to do this. I knew there was a trap. I could just sense it. Critical success. Thank you if you gave me guidance at home. So there we go. That arcane barrier has dropped now. And we can claim our prize, which is the Robe of the Weave.
That might be worth a look.
You tell me now, Gale. So, the Robe of the Weave, these are the real good items, okay? Lorokan didn't have shit. This is the Robe of the Weave, arcane enchantment. You have a 1+ bonus to spell, save, DC, and attack rolls. Weave Eater. Whenever the wearer succeeds a saving throw against a spell, they regain 1 to 6 hit points. Armor class +2. I think this might be good for Dirge for a certain little thing. Actually, no, maybe not. Ernest little Edith Chuckle was a small girl when she was asked to be the great wizard, I can't say this name, Otiluk's apprentice. It's Otiluk's sphere, isn't it? He scoffed at her, but was quickly abashed when Mistra herself endowed Edith with this very cloak. So again, like, every single wizard thinks they're the best wizard, you know? The ego of wizards is strong. Let me send this to Gale for now, because again, this is his whole mission, I feel. But I'm so scared that like this is gonna be trapped. This is the thing that kills us if we set off the traps. These things here. I just don't remember how the traps work or where they are.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Okay, I have the Sorceress Sundry's mystery door key. Have I already been through the mystery door? Okay, who can disarm traps? Gale, do you have disarm traps?
Charmed, I'm
Because it would be helpful if you did. I don't know. I mean, that's a spell in D&D. I don't use it really in Baldur's Gate. Because Astarion normally does it for me. Is Disarm Traps not a spell scroll in Baldur's Gate? Yeah? So, how am I going to deal with this? Like, none of us are good with traps. I don't know. Step back, everybody.
Right away.
Podium might have to take one for the team. Who has the best dexterity in this group? Me. Okay, stay back. Stay back, fam. Let's try and disarm this trap. I could... Oh no, that's Gale. That's Gale. Gale, get back. Gale, don't do it. Don't do it, Gale.
Let's move.
I could also have Shadowheart on myself. Give myself, is it Fox's Cunning? Cat's Grace. Okay, give me guidance because I can't give it myself right now. No, 2 natural 20s in a row. Luck it blesses me this day. Okay, let's open the display case and take this key. High security vault number 1 key. So we have a good selection of vault keys now for when we eventually go to the what's it called? It's like the Queen House. I can't think what it's called. It's basically the Bank of Baldur's Gate. Right, do you know what, Gale? Your turn. Come and pull this lever. Wait, actually, do you know what? I need to regroup just in case. There we go. Okay, pull the lever. Okay, Fox's Cunning. Guidance. Give me guidance. You've got this, Gale. Has he got it? Yeah, he has, right? Again, the math isn't mathing in my brain today. Good job, Gale. Claim your prize. So this is the real treasure. This is the thing that I wanted to get my hands on. Because this absolute banger is so good for wizards. And I'll tell you why. So you know how with a sorcerer, which is like the other kind of spellcaster, like the 2 major spellcasters are sorcerers and wizards. Sorcerers have like innate magic. Wizards have learned magic. It like comes from a different place. And so sorcerers, one of the bonuses that they have, they get less, I think they get less spell slots, but they get quicken spell. And sorcerers as well, sorcerers can't switch out the spells in the spell book like wizards can. Sorcerers, it's like they learn a spell and that's it, right? Unless you change it while leveling up, like the spells you choose are the spells you stick with. So they're kind of like handicapped in that way, where they can't just switch out scrolls willy-nilly, spells willy-nilly, but they get the sorcery points and things like quicken spells. So this is kind of like the good thing about sorcerers.
No
Wizards, although they have the advantage of the spell book and they can switch out spells whenever they like, which is just absolutely amazing. The bonus actions are always a little bit naff. They don't have much as bonus actions. And so I always really, really want that like sorcery point. So the good thing about this is...
Most excellent.
I'm going to try and say the name of this. Which again, legendary item, the Marco Heshgear. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but again, wizards do damage through spells, not through hitting people with a stick. You gain a +1 to spell, a save DC and attack rolls. Nice, that's what Lorokan's staff does as well. But the good thing about this is it gives you Arcane Battery, right? This is so overpowered, especially if you've gone down and got all those like mega spell scrolls that are like level 6 spell scrolls from down below. Alleviate the arcane burden of spell casting with this power of this staff. The next spell you cast doesn't cost a spell slot. So basically, if I equip this now and I enable Arcane Battery, I can cast a spell. Kisi. Like, if I'd have cast... Wait. I think it does have to be an action. I'm not sure if it lets you do it as a bonus action, but basically, if I go to my level 6 spell scrolls, I can't cast any of these level 6 spells, right? So I can't do like Disintegrate, which is my level 6 spell. However, if I click on Arcane Battery and I go to my level 6 spells, I can now cast Disintegrate. It doesn't cost me any mana, so it doesn't cost me a spell slot. I think I'm explaining this badly, but basically it's a way of getting because there's no way to get like more level 6 spell slots, right? Once they're gone. And so unless you do a long rest, like your wizard's worn out. However, like this gives you like 2 per battle, so it's just really good. It's just overpowered. I love it. I do think if I level him up to a level 12, I do get like another level 6 spell slot, if I remember correctly. But yeah, like it just takes away that restriction. It's actually really overpowered. It doesn't sound that much, but it is. And then we also get Kereska's Favor.
That helped.
I pressed the wrong button. What did I just do? I pressed Y. What does Y do? Did I use this? Did I short rest? I accidentally short rested. That should have been harder than pressing the wrong button. Okay. It's I, isn't it? Inspect. No, it's not inspect. I've forgotten how to play the second game. T. There we go. Kereska's Favor. Imbue yourself with elemental energy sourced from the draconic goddess Kereska. Oh, it's been a long day. So this is here now. So if I click on this, it gives us some really cool stuff. So, for example, he is a frost wizard. So let's have a look at this one. Embrace Kereska's Ice to gain resistance to cold damage. He already actually has that from some of his magic items. Your cold spells deal additional cold damage equal to your proficiency bonus, which is intelligence because he's a wizard. When you deal spell damage, you inflict 1 turn of frost upon the target. While attuned to Kereska's Ice, you can cast Cone of Cold and Ice Storm. Now, we already kind of have a lot of cold spells and fire spells, so maybe that's not the most use of it, but we could go for something like, if we're fighting the big mechanical guys, the Steel Watch, you know, they don't like electricity damage, so we could enable that if we know we're going to be fighting those. We've got thunder damage, poison damage, like all good stuff, and it gives you the resistance. So if I know I'm going to go and fight something that does poison damage, I can give myself poison resistance. It's a very good spell, and I think it doesn't cost anything. I think it just comes from the thing itself. Let me do that. Let me do Bolts of Doom, which gives him the lightning damage spells, Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt, which I think he does have access to. But yeah, look here, Chain Lightning. But I could potentially just like take that off and replace it with like Summon the Deva. And then if I go ahead and give him Bolts of Doom. Yeah, so it hasn't cost a spell slot to do it. I do it from over here, right? It just gives it me as like something I can do. I don't know if it's like, yeah, it says once per short rest. So I can short rest and get those spells back. So it just gives you extra spells, and they're really high level spells as well. They're really good spells. It's an overpowered staff, and you definitely want to pick it up and not forget it, like I did on my first playthrough. All right, let's get out of here and wrap up this episode by going and finding out what exactly Mistra wants from us. Is that like above? There's below? Is there one that like gets me back up again, or do I have to like climb up this stupid thing? I can teleport. I can. I'm just scared I'll miss something. I just want to make sure. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to leave the tower, because you know, like Elminster jump scared us last time we left. Does anyone have anything to say? Any comments about like what we've seen here today?
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you.
Gale?
Dame Eralyne has little to feel sorry about. The Roakan would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
Minthara. I can't believe Minthara disapproved. Like, she was going to hand over Dame Eralyne to this random wizard. Like, no. Like, she would never. She'd be like, Dame Eralyne is a powerful ally. Okay. I'd like you to meet me at Mr. Shrine. We should hear what she has to say. I don't want him to leave. I'm just going to go. We're just going to go together. Minthara.
You wish to consult me?
I wanted to know what you thought about Lorroakan, but nobody has any thoughts. Okay. Mr. Shrine. We're going to go to Basilisk's Gate. And, do you know what, actually, how does Gale look for this? Because...
Are you all right? If you need me, just say the word.
He looks pretty. We're good. Stamer. Absolute Stamer. It's so funny. Nobody else has, like, a spot on them. And then she just looks absolutely wrecked. What do I want him to wear for this? I actually really like this outfit. I'm going to keep him in this. Shadowheart, get in your armor. Okay. Who do I want to do this actually? Maybe... Does anyone else have any loyalties? Judge, Will. I feel like Will would be like... He'd like Tyre, Tyr, and Helm. Historian. No, we're just going to go as we are. Yeah. Come as you are. Pray to Mystra. Or maybe a mystery. So this is the Stormshore Tabernacle. This is, it's kind of like an all-in-one church that has like, you can pray to any deity in there for your convenience. And this is where Gale has been told to meet with Mystra.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
Right, Gale, you ready for this? We might get some comments when we walk in as well. In fact, let me... I don't know, because I want to get everybody's reactions to walking in on here.
Mistra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Yeah,
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I think Shadowheart has a comment. I think they might all have a comment when they come in here. If I can get that off camera and insert it, I will do. Because I think, like, Shadowheart might react to Selûne. I don't know if, like, Minthara says something about LOL.
Selûne. Had life turned out differently, I might have been kneeling in prayer here.
Yeah, let's see what this place is all about. So there's the statue of Mystra. So we've got around the edges, we've got Selûne, Mystra, Helm, and Tyr. So that's why it's like Will would probably pray to these deities because that's where he's from. But let's go over and see what the deal is with this place. Victor Humbletoes. Great name.
A cleric of eyeless Troy enters the tabernacle, and my heart lifts with song. Be welcome.
Thank you.
You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
You're so nice. Humbletoes is a very medium name. When I make my NPCs, I tend to like stick two words together. It's totally a me name. How did you know who I was?
My purpose is to connect every soul with their divine patron. How could I do that if I couldn't distinguish what deities they serve?
Kind of want to get everybody to talk to this guy and see what he says. But, sorry, we're from out of town. Who are you?
I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
I always pronounce it tabernacle. I'm sorry if that's annoying to anyone. Well, I feel my god's light shine brightly here. Why? Let me say Illustory. I can feel Illustory's light shine brightly here. Why?
Ha! That is no surprise, Holy One. You have entered the Stormshore Tabernacle. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
Handy. Are holy items available here for purchase?
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Behold my wares is such a great line to say before you like rip off your clothes. I don't know. Okay, so we get some really cool items here. Like they're very rare. The Sacred Star, 5 to 15 damage. Radiant Strike on a hit, inflict 1 turn of radiating orb upon the target. Sanctified Weapon. Undead creatures struck by this weapon are possibly turned, which means that they run the other way. Good stuff. We like it. It also has this special attack, Dawn Burst Strike. Deal additional radiant damage equal to your proficiency bonus on its hit. Light erupts around you in a 3-meter area. I don't know, maybe I'll grab it. It says the power of this item lies in belief, though not in any god. This item believes it's very good at hitting things, so it is. Belief is quite powerful when it comes to violence. Why does that sound like it's something that I want to give to Karlach. He believes it's good at hitting things, so it is. I can hear it in her voice. Mantle of the Holy Warrior, Crusader's Mantle. This garment accidentally fell into a communal steam bath during the All Saints morning retreat and candlelit gilded meditation. So this is going to give us Crusader's Mantle. Radiates a holy power that emboldens you and nearby allies. You and your allies' weapon attack deal an additional 1d4 of radiant damage, which I guess if we're fighting anything... Do you know what? We are going to be fighting some undead, so maybe I'll take it. Maybe I will. The Reviving Hands, Aegis Palms. When you heal a creature, it gains the effect of Blade Ward. When you revive a creature, it gains the effect of Death Ward, which sounds like it'd be really good for like Will or Shadowheart, who have a lot of radiant healing spells. Stitched into the lining is the phrase, yes, all right, stop moaning and get up. I love that. I've never done it in any of my campaigns. I've never had this, but I really like salty clerics, like clerics who aren't, because my cleric, my like courtier is kind of like, I want to do good. But to be a cleric and be like a begrudging cleric where you're like, for God's sake, you've fallen down again, stop whining, get up. I think it'll be really fun. Actually, me and my eldest, we're planning on doing like a Sisters of Shah thing. And I could totally see them being like that. Like, you know, kind of Victorian about it. Like, stiff upper lip. What is it? Like, make do, amend, keep calm and carry on. That sort of thing. Anyway, okay, I probably want to buy these things. Is there anything else I want to get? I don't think so. Maybe some scrolls of sea invisibility. They're quite cheap and they can definitely come in handy. Okay, I think we're pretty good. I think I'm gonna get those things. That is a lot of gold though, and I don't have that much money. Sir, I might have to come back to you. I might have to go and sell some books. I might have to take Gales to another bookshop and come back to you with more gold, but I'll take these for now just because I don't know how many I have, but I know that I'm going to need sea invisibility for some of the stuff that's coming up. Okay, what else do we have around here? The good thing is I can just go and nick a load of scrolls, so that's nice. I always love that. Household Prayer. I actually can't. Don't steal from Stormshore to Bernagle. You get cursed. You get... I won't tell you what with. Go and experience this for yourself. But yeah, you get cursed if you steal from here. I don't think there's anything worth stealing. I will investigate between episodes and maybe we'll send a Astarion back here. I don't know. Lathander to light, Selûne to guide, Kalemvor to judge, and passage provide. Yeah, that's just like the regular household prayer. Nothing too special there. Okay, good stuff. This door just leads outside. It's not too interesting. It just kind of leads to basically the side of the elf song, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna be careful not to steal because I don't want to get cursed. Illustries, Lady Silverhat. Wait, can I have this? Can I have this though? Because this is about my goddess. Sparing no detail, no matter how innocuous, this tale grants the reader comprehensive insight into the life, death, and the rebirth of the child of Loth and Caerleon, I can never say his name, Larathian, the goddess Illustri. One section runs thusly. So yeah, this is my goddess. An important note, immortals like Illustri view relationships differently than we do. The gaze is cold, abstract, or even in the most passionate and vivacious of gods such as she. Think of Telemann's theatre of distance. The viewer is somehow allowed space from the action of the play while still being immersed in the experience. That is how deities think. That is how they view everything. In an auditorium of icy long infinity, in the nosebleed seats. No wonder Illustri smiled and wept with equal fierceness when she defeated her mother being Loth, who, again, Illustri is the good drow goddess, Loth is the bad drow goddess. And if we go to Minthara, she actually she is a Loth sworn drow, but I think she kind of got abandoned by Loth when she joined the Absolute, which she didn't mean to do. She was tadpoled. So yeah, I don't think she follows Loth anymore. Judge of the Damned, this is probably Kalemvor. Sorry, I'm really into the deities in D&D, I love them. An excerpt from the book in which Iphigene Mohgros discusses the strange theistic history of mortals becoming gods. There have been many lords of death who cast judgment upon souls lost and found alike. Among them was Kalemvor, a hard man of harder convictions. Kalemvor, I think, replaced the Dead Three, because you had Jurgle, and Jurgle was succeeded by Bane, Baal, and Merkel. And then I think when Bainbal and Merkel were defeated, I think Kalemvor took over the role of, like, you know, the Death Domain kind of thing. And he was immortal. He was Lionsbane. Like, that was his last name. So I don't know, I'm really into Kalemvor. As a mortal man, he was a mercenary with a paladin's stoic beliefs hidden under a crust of scowls and grumbles. As Lord of Death, he's kind of hot. As Lord of Death, he was forced to mellow out both aspects of himself, for the impulses of a man and a god are not consummate. Gale, read this. Mortals are allowed caprice. This is actually building up for a decision that Gale's going to make. So it's basically saying... Who's talking? It's basically saying if you choose to become a deity, you will lose a part of yourself. You'll become out of touch with the mortal experience and the emotions that come with that. Mortals are allowed caprice, but immortality wears that stone smooth quickly. And Kalemvor chose cool prudence over cold malice. I am hot for Kalemvor. I really like his whole thing. Gnome Father. The introduction of Gnome Father reads like this. The most splendiferous, gregarious, and overall duplicitous of gods, especially for the gnomes who embody those attributes quite cheerfully, is Garl Glittergold. A favourite phrase deployed at gnomish parties and suppers comes from Garl's reply to the mad prophet Ossifeld, who promised Garl the moon, the sun, and all the glinting stars if he could only answer 3 riddles, to which Garl said, "Pull the other one, it's got bells on." I don't know a lot about Garl Glittergold. I wish I did. I'm familiar with the name, but not the lore. Exile. Author of the Gnome Father also penned this book, a much blanker read. Exile is full of sections like this. Interesting, like the placement of these next to each other. And with his stony features wrinkling into a style, Ladurga, god of the Dwagar, growled. So we've talked about this when we met the Dwagar. You hounds, and they live to work, basically. You hounds and dribbling dogs, I shall have you flayed. I shall string lutes from your guts. What a music shall fill my halls then. Hear me close, you mongrels and slobberers. Slavery is freedom. Is it though? Freedom from difficult choice and from responsibility. When you enslave an elf, you enchain him to a bit of use. The simpering knife-edged slug. You make him worth a damn. Now throttle that morality of yours and fetch me vassals. So I think this is like, you know, like I was saying about Lolth and Illustri, this is like the good god and the bad god of the gnomes, I guess. Interesting. I love to learn. Again, really into deities. I kind of want every single character to have a deity, even if they're not a cleric. I like them to have some affiliation with, you know, their upbringing, where they were raised. So, for example, I could be a sorcerer, not a cleric, but still be loyal to Lolth. Yeah, I wish... I've got a mod, actually, that lets you have deities for all classes, which I really, really like. Because if you think about it, you don't have to be a cleric to be... Did I just steal that? I might have just stole that. If I did, whoops. I'm gonna get cursed. The Hound and the Hand. That sounds like Game of Thrones. The Hand, right, the Hand and the Hound. The lawful god Tyr lost his right hand to Kezef the Chaos Hound, a devourer of souls and one of the primordial evils. Again, I don't know a huge amount about Tyr. A coalition of gods hell-bent on taking down Kezef chased the Hound to the Barrens of Doom and Despair and offered him a compact. If the Hound could break chains made by the smith god Gond, the gods would dissolve their union and leave Kezef be. Kezef was sceptical, but he agreed, so long as Tyr put his hand in the Hound's mouth. Tyr looked upon the slobbering jaws, each tooth as long as a spear, and he agreed at once. Of course, Kezef had not accounted for the strength of the chain, which was rooted in hellish Corctus and blessed by the goddess of magic Mystra.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate.
Sir, shush, sir, I'm talking. Unable to break free, he bit Tyr's hand off clean, and Tyr sealed the bleeding stump and walked one-handed forevermore, as if it were a badge of honour, which indeed it was, and of boldness and courage besides. Yeah, he's a good Align god. Shush! Sorry to shush you during your prayers, but I'm learning about other gods. Saluda! I want to steal this book. I'm going to come back and steal everything. Like, I want Shadowheart to have this book. This diary records the life of John Meadowlin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of a full moon. I have plans for Shadowheart, by the way. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Selûne, John Meadowlin exchanged his clothes for a great sword and a cause. Selûne is actually, among her different kind of responsibilities, she's the goddess of lycanthropy, or yeah, I don't know. Like, in my campaign, all the werewolves are loyal to Selûne, but they like being werewolves. It's like she gives them the power, is the way that I play it. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlyne, safe from all the trouble on the highways and byways. Furthermore, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlyne was a saint of the goddess, and gifted even more than he could imagine. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. Aww. Charter of tabernacle donations. Who's giving them money? Oh my god, that is a lot of gold pieces. We wish not to hide the generosity of the gates gathered faithful. All donations are used in the upkeep of the tabernacle and the payment of its staff. I like how they embrace everybody, like even the bad gods here. This worshipful season, Helm, 50,000 gold pieces, 9 cattle flock, a selection of precious gemstones, 16 severed eyes. Please note, offerings of viscera are highly discouraged at and on tabernacle premises. Sorry, I keep saying it wrong. Selûne, 47,000 gold pieces. I like that there's this competition to like see whose followers donate the most. A shipment of magic lamps, 3 parlour mirrors, alabaster wrought iron and silver, more candles than we've ever been able to count. Thanks to her flock's generous donations to the tabernacle's coffers, we are proud to announce a newly commissioned statue of the beautiful Tymora. May her look by with you. Oh, I don't know if that's like a little weird spelling thing. A plea. Blessed Vicar, I beg your aid in a matter most grave. Some ill-meaning magus has afflicted my household with a series of hexes. First, my eldest fell out of a tree and broke his arm. I thought nothing of it at first, but then my youngest broke her front tooth on the corner of her bed frame. My eldest broke her front tooth when she was little, and oh my god, it's caused us so many problems. What misfortune, I thought, when the very next day I myself came down with a sweating fever so severe that I could not hold a clay cup without dropping it. Please, Vicar, do what you can through the grace of Helm to cure whatever curse has plagued my home. I cannot take another tragedy. The good wife Sutton. Okay. It might just be a series of unfortunate events, but I'm glad that there is a service to how do I, there we go, to help with those things. Non-denominational prayer of peace? Non-domination. Can't say that word. I can hear it in my head, but I can't get it out my mouth. And in progress draft of a new prayer to cast upon the entire pantheon, it bears the heavy marks of repeated revision. Oh, ye gathered gods! No, too exclamatory. Hear my prayer cast wide, O resplendent pantheon. Oh yes, much better. I offer it among the multitude for a reason. There cannot be true peace without godly accord. This city, this land is besieged, under threat by a force that stakes a heretical claim to your divinity, each and every one of you. History may well be marked by the clashes and bickerings of godly folk, but there is one fact upon which you must all agree. Yes, even you, Talos. Divinity is earned, not simply claimed. While heretics stalk this world and threaten your faithful, please broker even a mote of peace between yourselves. We need everything we can get. In all gathered faiths, hear our prayer. It's interesting, the idea of like, instead of different faiths being at loggerheads with each other, they've all banded together here, but they are against the people, like the non-believers. If I was in the Baldur's Gate world, I would definitely believe in a god and be loyal to them, without a shadow of a doubt. I would pray to them every day. Probably the Raven Queen, because I'm obsessed. But yeah, because you don't want to die and not be claimed. You know, you want to have somewhere to go in the afterlife. What do we have here? Selûne's Devotee. We've read those. Yeah, so there's stuff you can nick if you're desperate, I guess, but then it's not great stuff. We've also got the Layperson's Guide to Holy Exorcism. An instructional script for exorcists to read from when they're removing possessing spirits. Now we understand that possession can be a scary and difficult time. It's perfectly normal to have concerns and questions about the process, but please keep them until the end. In the next minute or so, I will perform a harmless exorcising incantation called, read as appropriate, Dispel Evil and Good. Person, remove curse, item, that will have your, read as appropriate person item, freed from the otherworldly influence in no time. So your beloved, read as appropriate person item, was recently exorcised. We understand this can be a difficult time. Okay. Alright, it's like a script for exorcism. That's funny. It's like telemarketing for exorcisms. We've got the Soul Forger. This is why I didn't spend too much time looting Lorroakan's tower, because I was like, there's more to poke through, and I didn't want it to be the most boring episode ever. So I was like, do you know what? I'll go back and I'll check it out later. But I like the stories here. Dwarven myths are so engaging because the skeleton of their story is tied to a craft of the modern era. The bones are made of steel, iron, nickel, copper, and a whole host of metal alloyed and superheated and fused together at the joints of a legend. Moradin, Soulforger, or Father, is said to have crafted the dwarven species from the very core of the planet, Aber Toril. If I say that wrong, I'm so sorry, and I absolutely would have showed myself up if I said that wrong, because it's literally where we live. Like, Toril is like the place where everything exists in. Like Faerun and Toril, right? By retelling the story, dwarves link themselves back to the craft of blacksmithing. They have in one fell swoop trapped an ore vein of metaphor and discovered the seam of cultural import. The dwarves are not born so industrious, so stoneworthy, so clever at geology. Rather, unlike the growth of long bushy beards, it is a learned behaviour. There. Lessons of Helm. In this text, you come across the bull-necked, hard-spined doctrines of the god Helm, as transcribed and interpreted by a paladin called Thou Shall Not Suffer the Doom, Herring to Live O'Reilly. He chose that name after being convinced that the Xanthar organisation was not led by a many-eyed beholden monster, but by something called a Doom Herring. I mean, it's tiny, giant space hamsters, right? The doctrines are the usual religious fare, only mildly distinguished by Helm's focus on the provision of protection to those who need it, forming a shield of steel as well as sympathy for the meek and downtrodden. I am getting sick of reading. Can I be done? Timora, Lady Luck. Have a read of that if you want to. I am done reading through everything. Hand of the Hand there as well. Anything down here? In progress essay. Thus I wonder whether the following thesis might hold water, that as a city life becomes more precarious, as the marching armies menace the borders, the people will turn not to the gods who allowed this to happen, but to the dark entities who might have the power to stop it. Somebody is smart, whoever wrote this. I speak of the Dead Three, Bane, Baal and Merkel. For while death threatens at your door, who better than the god of living death to protect you? Is it not better to murder than be murdered? And though domination in its purest form is not the through domination in its purest form is not the dominator protected, I predict then that the coming days will see a wave of conversions such as we have never seen before. Wow, somebody absolutely read the mood of the room there. Like, they nailed the plan. Mother of Halflings. This is About Yolanda. Again, I don't know anything about Yolanda, but you can absolutely read that if you want to. She sounds like a nice lady, possibly. Actually, Joe, I'm curious. Once there's a community of young pucks and pretty prim halflings called the Lermilakes. They were none of them old yet, having only newly formed their community around being virile and strong, so that all could contribute to the upkeep and tidying and fixing and mending. So on, that halflings have a great many activities like that. Halflings are a bit like, you know, Lord of the Rings, like I'm having a mind blank, like the goodies in my Lord of the Rings, the little guys. Same energy. So it was a big shock when an old woman came and asked to join the community. They told her she wasn't welcome, and when they turned her away politely but very firmly, she went into the nearby woods. Now, the Lermilakes couldn't have known that she was going to take shelter there, so I don't think too badly for them, but take shelter she did. When the werewolf men who lived there came to rob the old woman, Yolanda invested the old woman with knitting needles of impeccable swiftness. So Yolanda is one of the gods, right? She knitted the werewolf men clothes that would expand. Oh, this is so cool to accommodate their monthly changes. My Werewolf in Mine campaign has magic leathers. They like stretch, like there's an NPC who's like a spider weaver woman, and she's a tailor, and she made him these like really cool enchanted leather armor. He's a fighter though, so he's got this like electric armor suit that he got off basically a Frankenstein's monster. And he has his like flexible stuff. And they escorted her back to the Lurim Lakes, who accepted the old woman, who took their lamps and scoldings too from the werewolf men, not at all amused at the halflings' lack of sympathy for such a clever elder as they. And Selena's devotee, we've read that one. So you can actually get underneath here and go into the basement where you can find where all the donations drop. I think there is a hammer that might be good for Karlach, but I think I'm going to leave that until the next episode. Did we read this one? I don't know if we read this one or not. A scroll of basic prayers to the major deities in the realm. So there you go. Loads of them along there. Wow. This is basically all the ones that you can choose in the character creator. But I don't see... Oh, there you go. Illustrate. Run thy sword across my chains, Lady Silver, that I may join your dance. Because again, she's all about freedom and freeing people from slavery and things like that. Let's do one for everybody. Gale, would he pray to Mystra? If he were to pray to Mystra, he would say, I speak into your weave my supplication of faith, and I hope the magics I hold are pleasing to your eye. Shadowheart, she would have done Shah, Mother of Night, darken my step as I walk among the light, hear my prayer. Do you know what? I need to copy paste this for any clerics that my players run into. But Shadowheart would now say, because she follows Selûne now, let your moon be my light, and I shall let my sword be your shining symbol. And then we've got Minthara, which if she were to follow Lolth, would say, I spin thy web of chaos, mother. I spin thy web of chaos, mother. I spin it in your name. Let not the threads unravel. I'm bad at Minthara's voice. I wish I was better at it. And then is there like Blackith as well? Yeah, because, yeah. Blackith. I can't do Gith. She just says Gith stuff. Alright, I'm going to stop faffing around now, and we're going to actually do what we came here to do. Gale, look at how sparkly he is with his new special staff.
Is something on your mind? You can always unburden yourself with me.
I thought you'd have something specific to say now that we're here. No, we're good. I forgot to hug Roland. I wanted to hug Roland and I forgot. We can hug him next time maybe. Okay, concentrate, woman. Statue of Mystra.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
Pay attention to how hot the statue is, like how sexy Mystra looks, and then what she looks like when you see her. They did her dirty. Again, like she's lit from like below, which is not the most flattering lighting. She just kind of looks like girl next door energy, which I think is kind of disappointing. Like she's pretty, don't get me wrong. I think Mystra in this game is pretty. If you saw her in the street, you'd be like, she's a hot lady. Like damn, she's working it. But she's very homely, she's very girl next door. And then I think when you see her immediately after seeing the statue, because the statue's so sexy, it's so stylized and curvy and beautiful, and then she's just kind of like, hello. They did Mistress so dirty. Okay. Sorry, like something's rattling, it's bothering me. You don't owe her so much as a fingernail. She asked you to blow yourself up. Yeah, fair.
Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wondered what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess seems reasonable.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
You're not taking me with you? I want to meet your ex. I want to give us, like, stink eye. We're not begging her forgiveness. Like, seek her forgiveness, maybe. Make her squirm. Tell her the crown will be ours. Minthara's going to disapprove here, isn't she? Don't give anything away. Just find out what she has to say. I like that one. Don't give anything away. Just find out what she has to say.
You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know?
Is a joke about
I
my
think
skills?
it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
A little please at the end there. Like he's not sure that we will. Or that he doesn't want to boss us around, you know. I don't know. It's just that it's such a cute little addition. The way he says it's really nice. What am I going to do? What do I want to do here?
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave.
I think I spoiled that.
It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. but we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Must I?
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Guys. That's it, you gave her the stink eye. You did it for me. Just the way boobs about to like, pop out. The statues. Okay, the statues of the goddesses are always so hot. Like, the one of Shah, like, that we keep seeing. Let me have a look at the one of Sildur as well. It's like, it's pretty. I don't know about the haircut, honestly. But the pose and like the flow of the fabric is super pretty. Okay, Gale wants to talk, but I've got thoughts. That was a long cutscene. Mistress kind of a bitch. Like, I don't know, she's really salty with him. But she's salty with him in a way where it's kind of like bad breakup. Like, I don't know, like, kind of love the person, like, and they're still a good person, but you kind of mad at them and you're like, yeah, blow yourself up. Stop talking in my ear, little guy. So, yeah, I don't know. You can understand why she's mad. Like, Gale totally went freestyle, and I don't know if you've ever, if you're a woman, you've ever been in a relationship with a guy where, like, it's like the brain switches off and they just do something random and you're like, why didn't you ask me? Like, why did you think that was a good idea? Like, did you think I was going to be happy? Like, you know, the stupidity sometimes of like, just men. And again, I'm not a man hater. I just, you know, not every man's the same. But I think you can talk about like stereotypes and commonalities in that way. Well, I don't know. There's something familiar about that. Like, he just went off and like was like, oh, she'll love it if I get this for her. This will be a great surprise. Like, don't consult her or anything. And then, yeah, he made this massive mistake that was like a big, you know, a big problem and could have like ended the world and stuff. She's like, yeah, I'm mad at you. Like, you fucked up, Gale. Like, you can understand like why she's so salty. But on the other hand, I hate how she talks to him. I hate how she's like, you can't do anything without me. Like, you need my power. Like, I don't know. She's so kind of like, right, all right, let's see what you can do then. Fine, if you think you can do it without me. Like, fine, if you're not going to blow yourself up, fine. Try and figure a way to separate the crown. I'm like, bet. Challenge accepted, bish.
Divine protectors of
We're going to have a choice to make. And I don't want to make it. This is one of my hardest choices. Gale.
Bless them with the strength to endure.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
Minthara makes me laugh every time. She'd be concerned for it, so she would say, how do you feel now you've done it?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place, and, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time.
Again, I think I spoiled that.
I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Yeah, so sorry for that massive spoiler that I've basically been talking about since Act 1, because I didn't realise, I don't know, I had a dirt brain and I forgot that we didn't know. So I've probably been yapping about that this whole time. Yeah, it's the Carsite weave inside Gale. Metagaming, he's finally realised. Because you're an idiot. Oh, it's not your fault. You weren't to know.
But I should have known. What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. And Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
Right. Okay. Sounds like a big ask. It's like blow yourself up or do this impossible task. So yeah, Mistra wants him to take the crown to her. What was I gonna say? There was something else I was thinking of. It slipped from my mind now. Then we need to take this chance. You deserve to be cured, Gale.
Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Okay. Well, I guess we've got a conversation coming later about what exactly Gale is going to do with the crown of Karsus. Because, yeah, like, there's options. And this is one of the most challenging storylines of the game for me. Because some of them are so clear. Like, to me, the whole Astarion storyline is so clear. It's like, you're not meant to ascend him. That is the bad route. You're just perpetuating the cycle of abuse. So Astarion's choice is really easy for me. Gale is it's hard because there's all these signs that say, you know, you should like wizards have this big ego, they overreach, and it causes problems. You know, being a god is a bad thing, and so the idea that Gale might want to have some of that power for himself. I just think he's like, everything's in such good hands if it's Gale. You know, he is a decent person. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that situation. I don't know if I'm going to have a choice because, you know, some of the choices depend on choices you've made earlier in the game. Like, I feel like I didn't get everything that I was expecting there. Actually, let me talk to him again.
Are you all right? If you need me, just say the word.
Was it strange to see Mistra's likeness again?
Strangely, no. Once, a mere glimpse of her face would have been enough to turn my insides over. But not this time. In her likeness, I used to read 1,000 stories. She was beauty, wisdom, elegance, power. She contained universes. But now, it's hard to see any redeeming qualities in a lover who condemned you to death. I'd much rather gaze into your eyes than hers. Yours are capable of tenderness and feeling. No god could ever compare.
That's the thing, isn't it? No god could ever be capable of such tenderness and feeling. So, I don't know. If we gave Gale too much power, would he stop being Gale? Is the question, you know? And I like Gale. I talk about favourite characters, and it's so hard because every one of them is my favourite character depending on who I'm talking to and what's going on. Like, all the characters are so good. Okay. I also like how he's like, when I look into your eyes, I was like, Bolo This isn't real. Okay, let's head back to camp. In the next episode, I'm going to revisit Lorroakan's tower briefly. Let's just go to camp, actually, because there's too much noise. Yeah, I'm going to revisit Lorroakan's tower. Catch up with Roland, because there's a little bit more to see from him if you go back. We're going to go back to the Stormshore Tabernacle and maybe send Astarion in to kind of rob a couple of things and see what happens with that. I also want to send people back to pray. Like, I want to pray to Illustrae. I want, like, Shadowheart to pray to Selûne. I even like Minthara to Lolth and stuff like that. But we're going to need money. We need money for donations to get blessings. So I think we're also going to visit the bookshop. There's another bookshop which I need to try and locate. I can't remember where it is. We'll sell a load of books. We'll get some money. We'll sell some armor. And yeah, and then we'll head in to there and do that. So I'm not quite sure what else I'm going to do. I'm not sure which mission I'm going to do next. We can maybe look to Shadowheart to do some of her things. I think it probably is time to step back in with Dirge. And maybe we can try and stop this murder from happening. You know, the one with the last guy on the list, the tailor. Maybe we can go and check in with him and try and stop the dwarf from doing that last murder, because we have left that for quite a long time. So that's kind of my loose plan for the next episode. We'll see how it goes. I'll do some prep this week in between episodes, and I'll have a bit of a smoother run of it next time. So thank you for joining me. I hope this has been interesting to you. Take care of your faces, and I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Oh! Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me Is this part of the show? Praise the absolute.